Hello, and welcome to The Power of Up, your weekly boost of hope, perspective, and positivity. In a world that often pulls us down, this show is all about rising above. Hi, I'm Chris Kellogg, and today we're diving into something simple but powerful enough to change the way you see yourself and your world. Positive affirmations that really work. Now, before you roll your eyes, I get it. I used to think affirmations were this overly woo-woo thing people wrote on sticky notes and forgot about a week later. But I've learned something. When done right, affirmations aren't fluff. They can be fuel. They're micro messages that tell your subconscious who's really in charge. So over the next few minutes or so, we're going to break it down as to why affirmations work and why some don't. How to build ones that feel authentic. How to practice them daily without feeling fake. And how real people, including me and you, have seen transformations from them. So let's get into it. Let me first start with a confession. When I first tried affirmations, I stood in front of the mirror saying, I am successful, I am calm, I am wealthy. And guess what? None of it really felt true. In fact, it made me feel like I was trying to lie to myself. And that's where most people give up. But here's what I've learned later. Affirmations don't work because they're true. They work until they become true. Louis Hay, one of the pioneers of the self-help movement, once said, every thought we think is creating our future. And that really hit me. It made me realize affirmations are like seeds. You don't see the plant right away, but you keep watering it because you trust it's growing beneath the surface. When you repeat words often enough, your brain starts to believe them, even before your circumstances change. And that's not pretending, it's really about preparing. So let's talk about science for a second, because this isn't just feel-good stuff. Research from Carnegie Mellon University found that using self-affirmations actually reduces stress and boosts problem-solving abilities. And in neuroscience, there's something called neuroplasticity, which means your brain literally can rewire itself based on repeated thoughts and behaviors. So every time you say, I am calm under pressure, your brain is building a new connection that supports that identity. Dr. Joe Picenza, author of Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, says, your personality creates your personal reality. If you want to change your life, you have to change your thoughts first. And that's what affirmations do. They train your thoughts to create a new version of you. You're not waiting for proof anymore. You're becoming the proof. So let's be real. Most affirmations fail because we choose ones that don't really feel believable. You can't tell yourself, I love every part of myself, when you're still healing from years of self-doubt. Your brain can reject it. Mel Robbins says something like this, you can't trick your brain into believing something it knows isn't true, but you can teach it to believe something new. So instead of saying, I am fearless, try, I am learning to face fear with courage. Instead of just saying, I am wealthy, say, I am open to new opportunities that bring abundance. It's a small shift, but massive difference. Because your brain will believe progress, even if it doesn't yet believe perfection. And here's where it gets powerful. Affirmations that connect emotionally. Words that feel real work faster than words that sound nice. Because emotion is the language of the subconscious mind. Tony Robbins put it perfectly. He said, where focus goes, energy flows. If your affirmation has emotion behind it, your energy follows. That's why instead of just saying, I am confident, you might say, I am proud of who I'm becoming. I trust myself more every day. I deserve peace and joy. Feel the difference? Those affirmations hit the heart, not just the head. It's the secret sauce. And let me share my own daily affirmation practice, the one that completely changed how I start my day. You see, every morning before I check my phone, I look in the mirror and say three things. Number one, I am grateful to wake up alive and healthy. Number two, I will move through today with calm confidence. And number three, I'm open to good things finding me today. They're simple things, they're real things, and they're grounded things. Jay Shetty, the author of Think Like a Monk, says, when you talk to yourself, you're training yourself. So be careful how you train. Affirmations are training your emotional muscles. You wouldn't skip a workout and expect six-pack abs. You can't skip mental reps either. Not every day feels like a highlight reel either. Sometimes life hits hard and affirmations feel kind of useless. But those are the days they're most powerful. When you're anxious, you can say things like, I am safe in the moment. When you're grieving, you can say, I allow myself to feel and heal. And when you're overwhelmed, you can say something like, I take one step at a time, and that's enough. Brene Brown reminds us, talk to yourself like you would talk to someone you love. And that's what affirmations are. They're self-love in sentence form. You're giving yourself compassion before the world does. And here's a pro tip used by therapists and mindset coaches, something called future pacing. It means affirming from the perspective of your future self. Instead of saying, I hope to be confident one day, you say, I'm grateful that confidence comes naturally to me now. Your brain can't tell the difference between imagination and experience. So if you can see it, say it, and feel it, your subconscious will start working to make it real. Dr. Wayne Dyer said it beautifully. You'll see it when you believe it. So let's create yours right now. Grab your notes app or a notepad, and here's the formula. Start with I am or I choose. It keeps your brain in the now. Keep it believable but aspirational. A stretch is not a lie. Here are some examples of some great affirmative words. I am becoming the person I needed when I was younger. I am attracting peace instead of chaos. I am brave enough to try again. And I am proud of how far I've come. There are so many long-term effects of affirmation. They don't just shape your thoughts, they shape your biology. Louis Hay once said, you've been criticizing yourself for years and it hasn't worked. Try approving of yourself and see what happens. And Jack Canfield, author of The Success Principles, reminds us, you only have control over 3 things in your life: the thoughts you think, the images you visualize, and the actions you take. And affirmations can connect all 3. So how do you make affirmations part of your lifestyle, not just a morning habit? Well, you can repeat them while driving. You can set reminders on your phone. You can put sticky notes where you'll see them on a bathroom mirror, fridge, or steering wheel. You can record your own voice saying them and play it as a morning soundtrack. You see, consistency is what turns words into beliefs, beliefs into habits, and habits into reality. All right, let's end today's show with a short affirmation session. If you can, close your eyes right now and breathe deeply and repeat after me. I am enough. I am capable. I am becoming stronger every day. I attract peace and purpose. I forgive myself for past mistakes. I am open to receiving good things. And I am proud of who I'm becoming. Now smile. You just spoke power into your future. Now, affirmations aren't magic spells. They're mindset medicine. They remind you who you are when you forget. They redirect your focus when life gets noisy, and they rebuild your belief in yourself one word at a time. So here's a 21-day challenge. Pick 3 affirmations that speak to your heart. Say them every morning and every night before you go to bed. And notice how your thoughts and your energy begins to shift. And remember this, as you speak, so shall you become. Napoleon Hill once said, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. And I believe that includes the words you speak to yourself. Thank you for listening to The Power of Up. I'm Chris Kellogg, reminding you, you don't have to wait for life to get better to start speaking better to yourself. Start now and let your words lead the way. And hopefully today you'll be able to reconnect your life with love, purpose, and possibility. Whether you're navigating through tough times or just need a lift, The Power of Up is here to remind you there's always a way forward and up.